and chill. MacG, the Ghost Lady, and Len Moleko.
Hinda Varimini, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, one? What it is? Yes. Hey, the drama, so much drama. Jeez, what a weekend, man.
On which episode?
Hey. Yeah. You know, for the first time, how long have we been doing this podcast for?
It's close to a year now.
Close to a year.
Yeah,
man.
in July we'll be celebrating a year. I just need to
Wow.
remember which day in July.
Yeah.
Somewhere in July.
But for the first
nice.
time, I did not feel like recording today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
I
Why?
had to drag him kicking and screaming.
Are you serious?
I'm just feeling nar.
Is it?
Are you hung?
No, not even, dude. It's just life, you know.
Okay.
Life is like fucked up, man.
But when you see us, don't you feel a bit
I do,
like,
but
okay?
yeah, man. It's just a lot happened this weekend.
Okay, take us through it.
No, firstly, like our friend of ours, I don't even know, Thato Moeng.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got hijacked, man, and I was with her now before we started recording. Actually, we went with Len,
Oh.
and you know, just to hear how traumatic her experience was.
Just to make sure she's okay. The underlining factor here is firstly we wanted to make sure she's fine.
Yeah.
And obviously with that comes
And how is she doing?
she's okay. She's alive.
Yeah.
She's not harmed.
I think that's just what counts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've all been saying, you
Yeah.
know. But at the end of the day, you gotta face reality.
Exactly.
And what she went through is like,
It's never nice to
It's
be
tragic,
sad.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she was coming from work, né? And then these guys pulled up in front of a car, told her to get out the car, put her in the boot, drove around for like 5 hours, beat her up.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
The pistol thingamajig hit her.
you know.
How many guys were this? Like,
So that was about 10.
Yeah, it
So
was
she was
about
taken
10.
from one car to another, until they dumped her somewhere in the middle of Centurion.
Yeah.
you see, such things are just not motivating.
And the thing is, like, Thato Moeng is one of the strongest woman lady I know.
Wow.
And she was shook.
Yeah.
She still is, you know. She's still
Yeah.
traumatized now. And, you know,
You just sat with her and you were with, like,
yeah, like,
yeah.
listen, with these kind of things, you never think it's going to happen to you. And then it does, you know.
Look, it's
Or someone close to you.
it's something that happens. We know this happens on a weekly basis, on a daily basis,
Yeah.
right? But until it hits home
It's home, yeah.
with somebody you know very close, then only it hits you on a different vibe.
Level, yeah.
And you start becoming paranoid yourself.
Like, who's next?
Yeah,
Who's going to go through this that I
it's-
know again?
It's freaking life changing.
Yeah.
For anybody who goes through this. I mean, I have a friend as well who went through the same thing. Like it seems like the modus operandi is the same, whereby they take you, haul you in a boot, and then drive around with you for a couple of hours and then dump you somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
And the sad thing is, like, she was said, when they took her, they didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
And then while they were trying to get her cell phone, wallet, and all that stuff, searching through the car, they saw her super sport pass
Access card.
card,
Oh.
because they wanted to kill her.
they kept saying Armozate.
So they were planning on killing her, and then they saw the access card.
Yeah.
Then they thought twice, and then within
Like,
15
maybe this
minutes,
person is famous.
yeah, it's gonna bring too much attention. So the whole time she's like, "Dude, I'm just glad to be alive because I shouldn't be here." You know.
But why would they be so brutal? Oh, man.
And all they wanted was the car. Why didn't they just leave her
Just
alone?
take the car.
Because a car you can replace. You can't replace a life, you know. And the sad thing is that
yeah.
the day before, because this happened when? Saturday.
Saturday.
I recorded with her Thursday afternoonish. Or when, And we had such a beautiful episode. Oh, it was so amazing. She had a bottle of gin. And we were planning to kill that gin with Len that night.
Yeah.
And I was sick, so I was like, nah, guys, don't come to my house.
So I'm saying like we had made plans, and then on Friday I wanted to go see her.
Okay.
So we can just chill and drink and whatever.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and it was cold on Friday, and I said to you like, let's go, because I remember when I left work, I gave you a shout. I was like, okay, we're gonna go, but I never got back to saying we can go now, because I got home, it was cold. I was like, hey,
This was on Friday now.
yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Friday, and I
Okay.
just chilled. And then on Saturday, she called me at about 6 when she was leaving work on some, yo, dude, listen, I'm gonna come through to your house. We're gonna watch Banyana. I'm like, okay, no, sharp. But I never followed up on some like where you at kind of thing.
So is that this happened when you were expecting her?
Yes,
Yes.
basically.
What?
And the whole time she was like, dude, all she was thinking about, she's like, she didn't care about her life,
Yeah.
you know? Because while I was recording with her, she mentioned that her brother passed away.
Oh.
So I'm like, you know, how did you take it
Yeah.
with your brother dying at a young age? She's like, listen, I'm not probably quoting it the way she
The
said
way she
exactly
said it.
verbatim,
Yeah.
but she talked along the lines of, my brother passing away was a blessing in disguise,
Wow.
because it made me realize that every moment you're on this earth, you mustn't take it for granted.
Yeah.
So she's like, when I have money, I take my daughter and we freaking shop.
Wow.
We shop till we drop,
Yeah.
because you don't know how long.
When that last day is coming.
You get what I'm
Last
saying?
moment. Yeah.
And that's what she was saying. She's like, ever since then, I just live my life,
Wow.
and take it as each day as it comes. And then for me to realize that could have been the last moment I saw Thato Moeng was like, I don't even think I was going to put up that episode, because it was so nice. It was so jovial. She was funny.
Yeah.
And, you know,
She's still funny. Don't say she was.
yeah, man.
Yeah. And she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She just kept
she's
saying, I'm
safe.
alive,
It's
guys.
just,
I'm alive.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yo, guys, be careful out there.
hey,
Yeah.
dude.
Guys, be careful
It's
out
not
there.
Nice. It's not
Be
nice.
freaking careful out there. Yo, the world we live in.
And you can't just say it's just women. Just be careful out there.
No,
It's
everyone.
Everybody.
That's it. It could
Everyone.
happen to any of us.
It's anybody. It's
Anyone.
just
No one is safe, you know? But it's until, like I said, until it happens to someone close to you, that's when it hits home. That's why, like, today I was like, hey, dude, I don't feel like recording and laughing and making jokes.
Yeah.
I just want to,
Yeah.
It just got deeper now. Like, oh, guys.
you know what I mean? And then
Without
on top
pushing.
of that,
Huh?
I ended up...
Without pushing.
And then on top of that, I ended up watching When They See Us, which is another tragic.
But that's a beautifully short series, though.
But it's very painful, Lynn.
I know. Look, it's painful. I
It's
agree.
unfair.
But it's beautifully shot. It's the way
Yeah,
they,
to evoke all these emotions,
the
it
way
means
they-
it was
I don't know
well.
what's the name of the director, man. She's brilliant, bruh. She's
Ava DuVernay.
yeah, she's brilliant. Like from how she told the story. So you need to understand that obviously the famous story of the Central Park 5 happened,
Yeah.
right? And we've been reading about it.
About it,
There have
yeah.
been books
over
that
the
were written
years.
about it.
Yeah.
But to bring that, there's no biopic like or anything that depicts things that happen for real that is as close to what happened as when you're watching When They See Us.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
was
you know,
sick last week.
I thought I was going to come here and say, hey, I'm glad I live in South Africa. There's no crime.
No.
Be sharp.
Right now it's fuck South Africa.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because in America, like, if you're black, you're fucked.
No.
Already
It's
that's a
actually-
crime.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a crime.
just
Jay
being
Jazz.
black. You know what I
Just
mean?
being black is a
Yeah.
crime.
I was ready to come in and say, listen, guys, America sold us dreams. I'm
They
glad-
sold you the American dream.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're black, that is the last country you want to stay in.
Never.
You know? And then this happens.
This happens. Yeah.
You know, it's like, where are you safe?
And it's weird that you actually get, and I don't understand this logic, where you get people of the same kind, like black people hurting black people.
Black on black crime.
Why are we doing that? Why? Like, I'm not saying they should hurt other races. No. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, like,
Where's the compassion?
yeah, like, it's when you start work at any place or you start school, whatever, chances are the first people that you're going to make friends with is people that you can identify with, which are black people if you're black, which are white people if you're white, colors, etc., etc. But at what point do we now see ourselves as an enemy or somebody that you want to bring harm to?
My thing is, Len, okay, cool. So try to think of it in the guy's perspective. The 12 guys, 30 guys, whatever, who were robbing the car.
Yeah.
They just want to feed their families, right?
Yes.
They probably come from a unprivileged background. Sharp, get it. You just want to steal a car, sell it, make some money, feed your family, do whatever you want to do. That's fine. But
Not that it's fine, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, she literally said, take the car, guys. There's no need to put it through that trauma of putting in the boot for 5 hours, hitting it with a gun.
But that's when it goes back to upbringing and everything. There's something that these guys or people who go to that extent, in their upbringing, they've seen so worse.
They don't value life.
Yeah, there's something. It goes back to how are children raised? What do people see in the society that they live in?
Because I scheme, right? If I'm going to have the bravery of breaking into someone's house or hijacking somebody or
you
trying
don't
to
care
rob a
about yourself
bank
at that
or
point.
whatever happens. I'm
Yeah.
ready for any eventuality.
Dude, and this like happens all the time. I know like maybe 6 people that this has happened to. Actually, a friend of mine who stays in Beklu, because Beklu is close to Alex.
Now I'm scared of knowing you, MacGyver. I don't know you.
Yeah.
They broke into his house.
Thank you, Ghost Lady.
And it was him and his mother, and they shot his mother.
Oh man.
You know, and it was just Zimbabweans, just trying to get some money,
Make a
The
buck.
mother
make a
died.
buck. Yeah, they shot the mother.
That's
Wow,
deep,
guys.
man.
Broke into the
Today's
house.
episode is not too nice, eh?
Nah, dude, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, ne, it's all jovial. It's
But
all
this
good.
is
and
life,
it's
though. This is
it's
life.
what happens. It's what happens on a daily.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, I've also almost been hijacked on the new road off ramp. Guy came and then he smashed my window with a gun, and then luckily I've got like that smash and grab
Oh,
what,
smash and grab,
and then
yeah.
I drove away. And in that corner, because it's such a blind corner, in me driving away, there could have been a car that was coming this side that I was not gonna see, and it could have hit me.
Yeah.
But instinct number one was like, yo, dude, go.
Just go.
I remember, and it's funny that we actually go on this whole narrative that, no, you are a man, you must be strong, what. I literally went to the Shell garage, just off when you get onto New Road. I went there, bought a pack of cigarettes, went outside, sat outside my car, and I cried.
after hearing this,
No.
Oh, you mean,
after just what he
yeah,
did,
yeah,
what
yeah.
he had
I
gone
cried.
through. Yeah.
Because I was shaking. I think the adrenaline was probably like starting to wear off, and I couldn't even get back into my car to go home.
dude, and there's no formula.
There's no.
You can't say if that happens to you, you must do 1, 2, 3.
No.
Because if they want to get rid of you,
They will.
they will.
Yeah.
If they want the car, they will take it.
And I guess even if you go through that, like you see now what Len was saying, you need to go through the emotions. Whether you're a man, it's fine. It's like if that's what had to happen, you feel you to cry to get yourself back, and it's like it's okay,
And the thing is with the woman, what makes it even harder is because those 12, 30 niggas could have raped her.
Oh, exactly.
They could have raped her, killed her, boom.
Killed her. Yeah. Just one of them could have killed them.
Mm.
Killed her.
And it takes one idiot out of that whole group. Well, they're all idiots, but
Yeah.
there's probably a bigger idiot
Yes.
who's gonna be like, actually, and the whole thing just becomes a mess.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when you get a job, you start making money, and you want to buy a nice car just to make yourself feel good?
Exactly.
Now you got to think twice, because as soon as you buy that nice car, you're a target.
Exactly.
Funny you should say that, ne? On I think it was last week, Monday or Tuesday. There's this Twitter account that I follow. I think it's called Crime Network SA. There were guys who were actually trying to hijack a Ferrari. So whether you drive a Ferrari, yes, a yellow Ferrari, and it had like bullet holes on the side. So whether you drive a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a X5, X6, Polo Vivo,
You can't even buy a nice car.
What?
Oh, nah.
I'm actually shocked at a Ferrari.
Yes, a wheelbarrow. It's Shimza's G63. Okay, it was not hijacked, but it was taken. Black Coffee was also, they also took his car at some point as well.
Yeah, what happened with Black Coffee is Black Coffee knows the ringleaders. So
He knows people. Don't make
Yeah.
allegations.
Okay,
here.
cool. Yeah, he knows people. So he just made a call and then they brought it
They
back.
brought it back.
Yeah,
So
but we are
Mizi-
not all Black Coffee.
Exactly.
So Mizi was also almost in a hijacking. I don't know
More
if they
flavor as well.
More Flavor's car was taken. Who else? There was a story. I think about
That guy, Aspelelang, they put him in the boot as well.
yes.
Oh yeah, he had a Jeep or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
There was
yeah,
a guy.
Vusinova.
There was a guy who passed away.
Vusinova.
There's a guy who passed away. He got shot in Alex while trying to drive away from. Is it Do?
Yeah, the Ngema guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were trying to hijack. I think he was driving a Jeep or a Golf. I'm not sure which
Jeep,
car
I
he
think,
drove.
or Land Rover,
They
something
tried
like
to take his car. It's a Jeep.
And that's
So-
what I'm saying. There's no formula because you
Yeah.
try to drive away, they'll shoot at you. You chill, you like take the car, guys. They're like, you've seen our face.
Exactly.
You gotta die.
Like, so how are you supposed to drive
There was-
now with
is it-
blindfolds just in case?
Is it Rivoli? In Rivoli, there was.
With
In Rivoli, a couple of years ago, there was a Rolls Royce that was stolen and it was found in Rivoli. So,
A Rolls Royce.
exact. So the only thing that looks like it's pretty safe, hijackers have been hijacking planes. Buy a submarine, maybe.
no, my car's safe. No one wants my car.
Oh no! Don't
be
don't.
You'll be
You know why?
surprised.
In a lot of things that I've seen, stories that I've read, the type of car that you drive is the one that is strong enough to actually.
Do the major
Oh,
hijackings.
I'm
Heist.
robberies.
Yeah.
It's made out of
Yes.
steel. It's
Yes.
Like
yeah.
heist, yeah.
So yeah, it's good for the heist.
Yes.
Good.
Because
yeah.
it can take any pressure.
Yeah, you're not able to crazy that same WhatsApp group. So there's no car that's safe. Even bicycles they take. So
How sad was when they see us?
It really hits home. It's
Yo.
like a whole apartheid kind of,
no, I think that's beyond.
Beyond
not
as well.
beyond even.
Yeah, it just
I didn't.
it
Well,
evokes all that anger, basically.
it's
all over again.
You know what really cut me deep with that? Episode 1 and the last episode.
Corey. Corey Wise.
Yeah.
That nigga went through the most, dude.
And to think he is actually the one who went a kapampencha or some joke.
Actually, yeah.
Let's go. Like, apparently you're getting arrested. Like, let's go, man. Let me find out because your mother's going to be all mad and stuff. So, let's go to the police station. And then he's chilling there. And then next thing, he's like, the one who's like, and he got it the worst.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Because
You haven't seen the last episode,
No, I
no?
haven't seen the last.
Which episode are you on?
I just first and second.
Hey, the last one. And I told my girl, because we're watching it together, I'm like, we haven't seen Corey since episode 1. I'm like, the last episode is going to be fire.
I was saying to somebody that his story is okay. I don't know if I'm gonna ruin it for you
No, it's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. I know the story.
or whoever that I'm ruining it for. Just watch
Yeah.
it. Trust me, you will see it in a different light.
on Netflix.
So Corey's story is so central to the whole thing, right? Because one, he was not supposed to be involved with the whole thing. Onachitili media, they were eating,
Yeah.
they were having lunch.
And he just got pressured by friends like, hey, let's
Like
go.
my guy was like, Arvai. And at the end,
That's why it's important to have a woman, man. They keep you away from a lot of shit, man.
well, he still had a woman and he
Until
left. So he got it the most in prison, and it's because of him that everybody got exonerated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't for him. Yeah.
But also, if it wasn't for him, everybody else would not have gone to prison because if you remember properly in the first or second episode, Linda Furstein, the prosecutor lady,
Prosecutor,
That
yeah?
bitch.
They're even giving her, like the woman, like her now, they're giving her a hard
she's
time.
getting a hard time.
Yeah, she's off
Because-
social media. Publishers have pulled
publishers
out.
have pulled out and all of that.
But she's still not going to go to prison.
True. Exactly.
In a week, we'll be talking about another hashtag.
True.
When they see us, hashtag. But yeah, so in the beginning, if you realize that Corey was the cog of the machine that made everybody go to jail. In the end, he's the one who takes in the suffering so much that his state of mind and his resilience and whatever ends up with the real culprit coming out and saying, yo, dog, listen.
And it's weird how the culprit had more sympathy than the justice system.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
He was more sympathetic.
And funny enough,
Because he saw the guy just like, my dude, you still here.
Yeah.
And
do you know what hope is?
What?
Do you remember that scene? Do you know what hope
that
is?
thing is deep, man.
And if you notice, right, it's so significant, and that's why I chose a song that started the show today. By the way, that song played. It plays in the series literally when Corey meets up with the Reyes character. I forgot his first name.
Martin Reyes or something.
Yes. It looked like in the TV room.
Yeah.
Martin Reyes is chilling, watching whatever music videos, and it's a DMX song that's playing. And then Corey's like, "Yo, dude, put the volume up." And the guy's like, "No, it's fine. And they start having a fight. And that's the first time Corey actually meets with Martin, or the Reyes character.
But that thing just goes to show how the American criminal justice system is like new slavery, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine going to jail for
very-
so long
yo,
for something.
All
silly.
you did was go to the
Praise-
park.
You know?
Ghost lady, you went to the park
No, I can't.
and ended up spending 13 years in jail for something you didn't
Ne-
do.
do.
I'll say,
Imagine.
I know one.
Solitary. Getting raped.
You know, there's a part in the I know, like Corey is, his story is like heart wrenching. I get that, sharp. There's a part in the first episode where Kevin, the sister's there, and they're forcing the sister to sign, and the sister's like, "No ways."
Yeah.
And Kevin is like,
Yeah.
"Dude, just
I
sign.
sign.
I just
I just
want
wanna
to
go
go
home.
home. I just want to
He's
go
14 years old.
Exactly.
Ish, and when they hit him with a helmet,
Oh, that made me cry. That just,
You know when they were running away in the park, and then the one cop followed when I think it was Ultron. Ultron was like lying down, and then Kevin was trying to run away, and the cop went over the fence, and then he stopped Kevin, threw him to the ground, took off his helmet.
Yes.
So that's why he's got like a
Yes,
blue
that-
eye,
that blue
which
eye.
apparently he got because the lady was trying to fight back.
Exactly.
There was no DNA evidence. I did.
Nothing.
And you know what I saw out of all of that, right? Yes, they're in America, but you could see like a black person or a black man, black woman,
Black life doesn't
black
matter.
life.
Doesn't matter.
It takes a lot.
That's why there's a hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to bring us down, because even when they came out of that, they were like, no, we'll meet with that lady. We don't have any problem with her. We'll meet with the prosecutor.
Exactly.
We forgive her. They were so... they had that Ubuntu thing. But they're not from Africa. Mara.
Exactly.
Never banally...
They understood it.
Libut.
What I loved about
They're like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
what I loved about them is the fact that through the whole thing, they never once gave in
And wavered.
and said, "Okay, cool, we did it, sharp." Even when parole was in their face, like you can literally go home tomorrow. Oh, but you need to admit to the crime that you committed.
Exactly.
It's like, no.
So let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Because I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened?
That reason is too tough.
Such things actually ask you or make you sit back and ask yourself, do things really happen for a reason?
I think it happened so that, I mean, look, we're in the other side of the world. We're in Africa right now.
Yeah.
And we're talking about this.
Africa.
We're in Africa right now, you know. We're talking about this. Thato Moeng, whatever happened to her, we're talking about it right now. And, you know, whoever might be watching, a subscriber or whatever, it might
Trigger.
or save a life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think
Or
they
there's
were
a
the sacrificial lamb to bring
attention.
attention to a bigger problem, because since then, so many cases have come out of, hey, my brother was arrested for not doing
Yeah.
anything. Boom, boom,
And
boom,
probably
boom.
you're going to see a lot of people who are actually going to say, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Park went to prison for something he says he didn't do. He spent how many? He spent some time in prison.
Yeah.
And he still maintained his innocence.
So that's what I'm saying. We're in hindsight, like, yes.
Mandela went to prison for being black. For how many years? 27. Came out and still forgave the people who arrested him.
Yeah.
Guys, in all this, would you say, looking at, okay...
You guys are very mature today. Wow. Damn.
We just need Maschava to walk in.
She walks in here, I'm gonna go call a priest. We're sealing the deal.
Invite Polani Kuala into this, guys. No, like, when you look at all of this, like, won't you summarize it as it's tough for a black man?
Yes, it is.
Black person.
Men
Women
as
or
in
men.
men in totality.
But even men as well.
No,
So
if
go
you're
deeper.
black, it's tough. Oh no, black women have it worse.
No, true.
Because
Yes.
they're like at the bottom of the pile. Because
Yeah.
there's all the other races, and then the black man, and then the black woman
Yeah.
at the
Because
bottom.
I think if
Yeah.
I went through what Thato went through, the last thing those guys would be thinking about is raping me.
No.
You
Number
hear what I'm
one.
saying? Number one.
Yeah.
So already you're at a disadvantage.
Exactly.
So obviously they saw her driving. Woman
Yeah.
alone in the car,
Alone.
easy target.
Obviously, they take... Yes, yeah, definitely.
You
So-
hear what I'm saying?
It's I think sometimes it goes back to something that we always try to bring down or downplay or whatever. Yeah, like men are trash type of thing. There's a deeper meaning to it. It does not mean
Much
who-
deeper.
there's a deeper meaning to
Yeah.
it.
Which is
So we've got privilege that we don't want to own up to.
Yeah. And that privilege is
As
being
black men.
responsible. It's responsibility.
There's as black men, yes, we do have privilege that we don't want to own up to. And as men in general, we have privilege that because if any other race had to walk into a room, there's a black man and a black woman. The black man will be given more attention and time, will be listened to more than the woman will be. So in corporate anything,
But that's why, Lynn, I say that is responsibility. It's for that black man to be responsible in trying to make sure that I raise the black female just as much as I'm being valued here.
and it's I get what you're saying, and it goes back to, well, I'm an only child, so I can't.
no, trust me, we know.
I'm an only child, but if I had a sister, I don't think I would have been treated the same as her growing up. If I don't know about parenthood, guys, because I'm not a parent, but
Yeah.
I think if you've got a boy child and a girl child, you're more likely to let a boy child get away with more than you would if it was a girl. So that's why I'm saying we need to understand that point of privilege as men.
Yeah, but
In
there's
totality.
there's no formula to this thing. I mean, these gangs, there's so much that happens. What were you telling me about the headlights the other day?
Oh yeah, so I think I read this at some point in that if you are driving and somebody's flashing you, if you flash back, you basically become a target because there's initiations that happen in certain gangs, and they're like, "Yo, Mac, here's a car, drive, flash." The first person who flashes you back, that's the person that you're gonna eliminate, and that is how you get orientated or kind of what's the
Initiation,
thing?
yeah.
Initiation. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. So
That time you're just driving home after a podcast.
or after a party, after work, after a work function, after a wedding, after a funeral, after a lot of things.
So is it just only flashing, or could it be like someone with
Bright
bright
lights.
lights?
I'm not particularly sure, but I think it's
No, I get it.
if somebody if somebody with bright lights, if you flash them on some dude, like,
Your lights
can
up,
you
yeah.
move your lights down? Then like clips, you are the one.
Yeah.
Not sure how true that is. If you guys know and you've
Yeah.
read or
Please tell us.
know anything about this, please let us know. But I have read a couple of things that allude or suggest that is the case.
And you can't even say that, okay, look, I'm just gonna chill at home and not go out.
No, you can't.
Because you run out of cigarettes, you go to the garage, clips.
Exactly.
But sometimes you don't have to make unnecessary trips, yeah? Like, I know I'm guilty of this at like 10 or 12 or 1 at night. I'll be like, snap, I'm out of cigarettes. Let me go to the garage and buy cigarettes. Anything can happen between me leaving home and going to the garage or me coming back. I know a friend of mine told me this over the weekend. Actually, he was telling me this over the weekend on Saturday. He was like, sometimes just plan better.
Yeah.
You know you're going home from wherever, or it's 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not saying nothing can happen at 4 o'clock.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to now. It's
But-
like, these things can happen
And
anytime.
like whenever I go to gig, I don't like driving by myself.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, whoever I'm with, I'm like, yo, can we please come with me?
I know even for instance, as female drivers, and I've always heard even like elderly women, they would even do like if you're driving alone, make sure you see on the
Passenger.
the passenger seats, make sure you put a hat so at least people can think that there's actually two people. Put a hat or a cap just so that it looks like there's more than one.
And the messed up thing
So now
about
you
it,
must drive with a cab. Hey.
Now
Is that where your one
passenger
is?
seat.
is it in your passenger seat?
Were you driving alone this weekend?
It's also a case, Yaore. I mean, the same guy that was telling me that sometimes you need to stop doing unnecessary trips. Last year sometime, he was literally, it was in the morning at 8:30. He was stuck in traffic somewhere. And some guy came up to his window, knocked with a gun,
What?
and said, "Hore, give me your phone, your wallet, your watch, everything."
What?
In full view of people. Again, it goes back to, are we empathetic enough? But I also understand if you decide to become a superhero and try help, you might find yourself in the firing line, aka Corey Wise.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, kind of what's the king? Do it, you are doomed. Don't do it, you're doomed. In Sotho, we say, "Ke kgomo ya moshate." Whether you take it, you are wrong. You leave it, you are wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that, but I just think as a society, as people, as a community, we also need to blame ourselves, yeah. Because if I come to MacGyver knows like land doesn't work, whatever, and I come to him like, "Imonabona, I've got a MacBook for 2,000," and he buys it. He doesn't ask where
Without
the MacBook
asking,
is from.
where did you get it?
So
Exactly.
you're being an enabler at that
Yeah.
point.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
everything thrives, or any industry thrives, because it has
The
consumers.
sad thing about this is there's no solution.
Even and in fact now, Len, you're talking about MacBooks. Now, how do you address a person? Because these cars get stolen. Where are they going to? It's not someone who's just buying it's some big.
Yeah, and
Person,
most of them
yeah.
it's orders from overseas.
Yeah.
So like with Shimza's one, there was an order for a G63, and by the time he found out and he got to the cops,
Seems like you know a lot, MacGyver.
eh?
You know so
His
much.
friends.
No, I'm just saying. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I think like it was out of the border by then.
Yeah.
Because there was an order. Because you don't just wake up and steal a G63.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Turu, I want a G." And the Ferrari as well that I told you about
Exactly.
earlier
There was an
on. You don't
Clearly,
just.
there's a big order. Yeah.
It's sometimes it's either for parts. Sometimes it's an order, like you say, because the minute it goes out of the country, it's gonna go live in some other country. And how do you trace it? And
Yeah.
yes, Tracker is good, no lies, but the guys have found a way of ripping
They
your
can
car
track
apart
it.
to find where the tracker is.
Tracker
They
is.
take it, and in some instances, there are trackers that are being tied to a dog's neck, and the dog is running around, and the helicopter is there looking for the
Yeah.
car. Can't you know the tracker
Yeah.
is freaking thrown somewhere?
So yeah, man. Moral of the story is just stay safe, guys, man.
And
The
also,
streets-
you know
streets are not
you know
safe,
what's
man.
dope, right? There's an app, Namola. I don't know if you know about it.
Namola.
Namola, Namola.
Nice.
Yes, their reaction time is electric. It's literally
What's
like,
the app about?
so it's an emergency app. If you are in trouble,
Like AA, new school AA.
No. This is
How
like
do you- how
whether
do you-
you are whether it's a crime, an accident, if you are being robbed, accident, whatever. You just go obviously on either Play Store or you go to what do you call it? Play Store or Google Play. Yes, Google Play. You search Namola app and then you obviously put in your details and whatnot. Contact emergency numbers. So when it's got a panic button that you press it, they phone you. If you don't answer, immediately by pressing that panic button, because it's an app, they can actually trace where you are. And then you take it from... Oh, and then you also have to put in ICE. Do you know what ICE is?
When your phone is not working, you need to call an emergency number.
No. ICE is in case of emergency.
Oh.
So there's a number that which I encourage people to have. I do have ICE. I think my ICE is my mother. The number that, whether you're in a car accident, you were robbed, or you still have your phone on you and something happened to you, whoever can be able to access your phone, or when your phone is on emergency, only the ICE and emergency numbers are available to call. So if I'm lying in a ditch somewhere bleeding to death, somebody can call either the cops or they can call my ICE. In my case, it's my mother. So you will decide who your ICE is. It can be me, it can be the ghost lady, it can be whoever, you decide. So you'll obviously pick a person who is who will most likely answer their phone, and they will be able to be like, oh shit, I know. Okay, sharp, where's this? And they'll be able to assist you.
So next of kin, basically.
Kind of thing. So Namola app, like, it's lightning fast. Like, the reaction time is better than the police.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't want to lose any more subscribers. We're trying to get to 20,000.
Exactly, and we all want to be there.
Of course, and we want to be there for our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Where do you think we should host the party for our 1 year anniversary?
I don't know. The people must speak.
I don't think it should be in Joburg. We've done a lot of parties in Joburg.
The people voted Cyril Ramaphosa in. So the people can tell us where we must host the...
Oh, we're talking to Cyril's kids.
The people can tell us where we must host the thingy, man. The 1 year anniversary of the podcast.
Len asked me, when was it? I think it was beginning of the year when we were doing the pod.
Yeah.
He's like, what did you ask me? What am I grateful for this year or whatever?
Yeah, what are you grateful for, or what are you looking forward to? Or something along those lines.
And I was like, dude, I'm just happy to be alive.
Yeah.
So because I don't know, we might get this opportunity, we might not. God knows. But yeah, man. I love you, my dog.
Long time.
Ghost lady, I love you.
I love you too.
And
You're talking like you're gonna die now.
Is this your exit strategy?
My dog, that thing cut me deep, dog. That could have been any of us.
No,
dog.
I know.
Yeah.
True story.
And the thing is, I was recording with her, we were laughing. It was such a great episode. I'm going to drop my boy first, obviously, this week. And then I'm going to drop Thato Moeng. But you must just see that interview. Like, it was so amazing. When we finished recording, I actually chilled with her. I was like, yo, dude, that was such a dope episode.
Yeah.
And to think now, that could have been the last time I saw her. It's scary, man.
It's scary. No, it is.
And the irony about it was they were trying to come, because I was out with flu last week for the better part of the week. So on Thursday they're like, yo, dude, we're gonna come to your house. We've got gin. I'm like, Andizi.
You know what? One thing that made me realize about this whole thing, like, I've got a lot of problems. Everybody knows I've spoken about them on the podcast, but it made me realize.
No, it's not problems. You're living. It's life.
Yeah,
but it made me realize that, look, you might think your life is shit, you're going through a lot of crap, but there's people out there with bigger problems.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know what? The funny thing about it is, you only realize that once those bigger problems are closer to you.
Ish. For the first time this episode, let's...
Truth.
Yeah.
That's how subscribers
Pause.
actually
Yeah.
greet us when they see me.
Oh.
First thing is like, hey, Len. But yeah, true story, man. Like you problems are there. People have problems every day.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
But until, I go back to what I said earlier on in the episode, until they are on your doorstep, it becomes a different scenario. That's when it hits home. That's when you feel invested. That's when
Emotions.
That's when you think like actually
it touches you.
And you know, and I'm not downplaying anything for anybody, all right? But it's a case that had what happened to our friend not happened, we'd still be lax about such. Because it was not on your doorstep. But once it's on your doorstep, it's a different scenario. I mean, I said earlier on that I was almost hijacked. I remember actually, it's when you still stayed in Lone Hill, yeah? I was broken into. I was sleeping. Ne? It was in summer. Left my window open. Didn't have burglars. And somebody came in through the window. In my bedroom. Took my cell phone. Took my laptop, which were on the bed with me. It's when I used to sleep alone. And they took my pair of sneakers in the room. And they left. Like playing it back, right? I'm thinking, had I woken up, what would have happened?
What would have happened?
Had he decided, actually, what would have happened?
Exactly.
So it's just messed up. And
Dude, remember my cousin? They wanted a laptop and ended up shooting her.
exactly, like
Now she can't walk.
Are you serious?
Then they wanted a laptop and she woke up while they were breaking in.
no, that was an inside job though.
Yeah, but I'm just
No,
saying.
no, not an inside job. No, I lied. That was a hit because she was investigating.
Let's not get into it.
So it happens to so many. Like I know so many people who've gone through. Like crime is a real thing.
Yeah.
I know we don't speak about it a lot on the podcast. We're always laughing and joking and having fun, but if you look at it in totality, there's
at the end of the day,
we human beings, and there are things that touch us, and nobody is immune. No one is immune.
Everybody has a story to tell.
Shimza got robbed. Yeah, it happens. But guys, please stay safe. Get yourself the Namola app. It really, really is helpful. And stay safe, man.
And I think also people can just also advise. Maybe they know something else that could help as well.
True.
You know?
True.
All right, guys, we out of here, man. Do let us know where you want us to host the podcast 1 year anniversary party. It might be a loss, so.
Nah, you're being dramatic. But anyway, we love you guys long time. Stay safe. Make sure you stay safe.
And we love you, man.
Yeah.
Stay
thank
safe,
you guys.
man.
We love you. Thank you so much.
Podcast and chill. MacG, the Ghost Lady, and Len Moleko.